great Czech composer Antonín Dvořák, one of the most beloved composers of the classical repertoire, made a legendary visit to the United States in the late 19th century. This concert celebrates that, the elements, the music, the time, the people that all come together to make this extraordinary event that would have reverberations into the 20th century and beyond. At the time, 1892, the Dvořák family packs up, they cross the ocean and land in New York City, and Antonín Dvořák becomes the director of the National Conservatory of Music. Dvořák takes on this incredible question of what would American-sounding classical music be? What would its sources be? What would be the origins of this national style?
Harry Burleigh was an American classical composer and an arranger who became known for his beautiful baritone voice, and in particular for his arrangements of Black American spirituals. Burleigh was also known for his trailblazing assertion, which was, I think, very much fueled by his friendship with Dvořák, that Black music is a central, even a foundational basis for American classical music and for the American musical legacy.
Antonín Dvořák writes, "I am now satisfied that the future music of this country must be based on what are called the Negro melodies. These beautiful and varied themes are the product of the soil. They are American." Well, you can imagine that this was, at the time, 1892, coming from an outsider, white European composer, a controversy to say the least. One of the kinds of music Dvořák heard that was crucial to him, in addition to African American spirituals, was Native American music. We're not certain how authentic this Native American music was, but we know that the Dvořáks encountered Buffalo Bill's Wild West show and the Kickapoo Indian Medicine Company, featuring Big Moon and his entourage, who so intrigued the Dvořáks that they requested that Big Moon and company come and demonstrate additional song and dance. And we know for sure that he employed what he imagined to be something of Native American music in several of his American works.
The third movement of the quintet includes material from a sketch that Dvořák made for a new American national anthem. He thought that it was sort of inappropriate that we would use in our national anthem the British "God Save the Queen."
We turn to the legendary song, "Goin' Home." To many, this sounds exactly like an original African-American spiritual. In fact, it began life from the pen of Dvořák himself while composing his 9th and final symphony while on American soil, which he subtitled From the New World.
Harry Burleigh himself says of his years studying with Dvořák at the National Conservatory, quote, "In New York, I was with Dr. Dvořák almost constantly. His humility and religious feeling, his great love for common people of all lands, enabled him to honor this music with more authority than any American could.